I meet a lot of business owners who assume that if the tax law hasn't changed, they don't need to revisit their planning. That's understandable, but you're busy running the business. If last year's tax return looked fine, it's easy to assume this year's will too. But that's not how tax planning works. Your business changes, your income changes, your payroll changes, your ownership goals change. And sometimes the strategy that made sense 5 years ago isn't the strategy that makes the most sense today. Before we go any further, I'm John Moriarty, co-founder and managing partner at E3 Wealth. I work with entrepreneurial-minded clients to challenge traditional financial thinking and create strategies that reflect how their wealth is actually built. Now let's get started. One of the biggest tax benefits available to many business owners is the qualified business income deduction, often called the Section 199A deduction or QBI deduction. For qualifying S corporations, LLCs, partnerships, and sole proprietorships, the deduction can be worth up to 20% of eligible business income. The recent tax legislation made that deduction permanent. That's good news. But I think many owners are taking away the wrong message. They're hearing permanent and assuming they can keep doing exactly what they've always done. I think the opposite is true. Now that this deduction is here to stay, it's worth taking another look at whether your business is structured to take full advantage of it. Think about where your business was 5 years ago. Maybe revenue is doubled. Maybe you've added employees. Maybe you've expanded into new markets. Maybe you're taking home significantly more income than you used to because the business has evolved. The planning should evolve with it. One of the biggest mistakes I see is owners using yesterday's tax strategy for today's business. The rules get more complicated as income grows. Once your income reaches certain levels, qualifying for the full deduction isn't always straightforward. Your W-2 wages can affect how much of the deduction you're allowed to claim. The amount you've invested in qualified business property may also come into play. If you're in a specified service, trade, or business, such as consulting, financial services, law, accounting, healthcare, or other professional services, higher income can reduce or even eliminate the deduction altogether. These aren't details most owners think about during the year, but they're exactly the kind of details that make a meaningful difference at tax time. For S corporation owners, another important piece of the puzzle is reasonable compensation. Many owners know they need to pay themselves a salary. What they don't always realize is that salary affects more than payroll tax. It can also influence how the qualified business income deduction works. Pay yourself too little, you may create IRS issues. Pay yourself significantly more than necessary, and you could reduce the income that's eligible for the deduction. Finding the right balance isn't about chasing the lowest tax bill. It's about creating a structure that is both defensible and efficient. Let's say two business owners each generate $900,000 of annual business income. One has reviewed their compensation strategy, payroll, and entity structure over the past several years. The other is operating exactly the way they were when the business earned half the amount. They may have different tax outcomes, even though their businesses are producing similar profits. That's why reviewing the structure matters. Small adjustments have a way of creating meaningful long-term results. When a tax law becomes permanent, many people stop paying attention. I think that's when planning becomes even more valuable. The rules aren't changing every year anymore. Your business is. The question isn't whether Section 199A still exists. The question is whether your current structure still makes sense for the company you've built today. That's a much more productive conversation than simply asking how much you deducted last year. At E3 Wealth, we work with business owners who understand that growth creates new planning opportunities. Sometimes the answer is keeping your current structure. Sometimes it's adjusting compensation. Sometimes it's reevaluating your entity altogether. The important thing is making those decisions proactively instead of assuming last year's strategy is still the best one. If your business has grown over the past several years, or if your income has changed significantly, this is a good time to revisit how Section 199A fits your overall plan. Click the link below to schedule a free consultation, and let's make sure the business you've built today is supported by a strategy that's built for where you're headed next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.